Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brady Joker, and I'm back. Probably not that much back. We're probably still gonna be missing a lot of videos, but hey, we're doing November. What I watched in November ranked. We're doing it well over a month late. Now, typically, I probably would not be doing this video if there weren't some incredible movies that I actually want to talk about. But again, just like every single time I make one of these videos and have to post it way later than the usual date, I've been a busy man. Busy man. Again, I'm a senior. I am, And, motivation to make YouTube videos recently has been pretty down, especially these monthly videos, because they're just like... But hey, this is why you're getting back-to-back videos. We're gonna do November and December, same clothes, both videos, probably a day apart each. But yeah, we're gonna start with November because duh. If you guys are also wondering where my 2024 lists are, my top 10 and top 10 worst, my top 10 best and top 10 worst movies of the year, still working my way through a couple of the last ones I needed to watch. The list is very small now, so we're almost there. Those two videos should be up relatively soon, and also my Robert Eggers ranking is going to be happening because it's only 4 movies, so... But yeah, without further ado, let's get to what I watched in November ranked. Alright, so number 10, the worst new watch of the month was Maxine. This is the 2024 release, and it is the final part of the Pearl trilogy, which I literally watched the Pearl trilogy in a single night. So maybe the fact that I was so done with the trilogy by the time that this movie finished kind of tainted my rating on this one, but no, this movie was dog water, okay? Alright, changed up the camera angle, that's why it looks different. Anyways, so as you'll see, I'm not huge on the first two either, but we'll get there. But gone from those two, from the first two, X and Pearl, are the gorgeous shots, the vibrant colors, the interesting cinematography was completely gone in Maxine. We just have a dull-looking movie, dull horror, dull whodunit mystery with an even stupider reveal. This movie stunk. The only good thing was Mia Goth, because Mia Goth rules, okay? Oh, hot take alert. Number 9, we have Pan's Labyrinth. Maybe I'm just not a Guillermo del Toro fan because I did really like his Pinocchio, but it wasn't my favorite thing in the world. And I hated The Shape of Water with a passion. Hate Shape of Water. Like, worse than Maxine maybe, but... So I just found this movie very mid. It was very mid. It was fine. It was just not interesting. Like, honestly, there were just two, like, plots. There was, like, the real plot with, like, the soldier stuff. I can't even exactly remember. Again, it's been 2 months since I watched this movie, but then there was the actual, like, whimsical side of the movie, which I thought was going to be center stage, but that kind of wasn't, which I was kind of disappointed on. But overall, I really just didn't love this one. Alrighty, number 8 is gonna be Pearl. This movie it's overrated, man. I'm sorry, I know this movie has a ton of fans. A lot of people love this movie, and I totally understand the hype. It's gorgeous, Mia Goth is great. To me, though, Pearl as a character is rather shallow and honestly super annoying, and not in the annoying in like a fun watch. She's just kind of annoying. Like, I just don't like watching the movie because she was just annoying. But yeah, I mean, I totally don't mind the movie. It's fine. I would rewatch it if I needed to. All right, up next at number 7, we have Thanksgiving. This is a super low-budget B-movie horror flick that was made on like a $4,000 budget, and a couple of college students made it, and it is so hilarious. This is one of the most hilarious movies I think I have ever seen. I could tell you multiple scenes that had me geeking. But this movie, for being literally, what is it, like an hour and 10 minutes or something, it was paced so bad. This movie felt like a 2-hour movie, and it was not even an hour and a half. But I do love these kind of stupid, dumb B-movie horror flicks. Like Sleepaway Camp is one of my favorites, and I also really like Blood Rage. Shout out Dead Meat for showing me Blood Rage, because I love Blood Rage. That movie's awesome. But yeah, this movie was just dumb fun. It was fine. Number 6 is gonna be X. Yeah, it's good. This is actually a good movie. It's beautifully shot. The way that the movie is actually like good with its characters. Like the characters are not like that stupid. These are all genuinely just like good people who genuinely just tried to help this old couple, especially Kid Cudi's character. I felt really bad for Kid Cudi's character in this. He was just trying to help out, but regardless, I think everyone does a great job here. This is easily my favorite in the trilogy. It's still not like my favorite thing in the world, but it was a good watch. I did enjoy it. Again, I like the way that they handled the character work in this one a lot. All right, number 5 is gonna be Million Dollar Baby. This is one that I've been meaning to knock off my list for quite some time, and I saw it was like leaving Netflix or something, so I was like, well, it's now or never. So I finally decided to check it out, and as I expected, yeah, it's pretty great. It probably deserved to win Best Picture. I do really love Sideways, but I think Million Dollar Baby probably was the better pick, so yeah, I'm glad I won, although I haven't seen the others in the category, so. But yeah, dude, everyone really gives it their all here. It's, wow. That's a hard-hitting one by the end. Clint Eastwood does a great job here. Really enjoyed it. All right, number 4, we have Election. As I just stated, I really like Sideways. I'm a huge Alexander Payne fan because The Holdovers, that was released last year, is one of my all-time favorite movies of all time. So I went into this thinking I was probably gonna like it, and surprise, surprise, I really loved it. Alexander Payne is just really good at taking super unlikable people and making them likable, which is just fascinating to me. I think he's one of the best examples because, with The Holdovers, Dominic Sessa, come on now, that kid is as he's referred to many times, he's a pain in the balls, basically. Not Paul Giamatti, but the other guy in Sideways is also a piece of garbage, but he's entertaining, and then everyone in this movie, except for Paul, was, not very likable. But Alexander Payne found a way to make the character super endeared, super entertaining, and super enjoyable to watch go through this absolute disaster of an election, and it was a blast. Really enjoyed it, made me laugh several times, and like I just mentioned, Paul might just be the best character in all of cinema. All right, this is funny. Number 3, we have Before Midnight. I watched them all 3 of the Befores. It finally happened. I watched all 3 of them, and Midnight is definitely the worst one, as most people would also argue that. The movie starts, the first 30 minutes are the only thing that makes this not a 5, because once Jesse and Celine are by themselves, it is flawless for the rest of the movie. But just the first 30 minutes when they're at the house, and then the dinner table scene, it just wasn't really I like the feel of the original 2, where it's just the 2 of them, and so adding all these other characters just didn't really fit the vibe of the trilogy, in my opinion, but still had a great time with it, still was incredibly emotional and super raw and authentic. And of course, Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy give an incredible performance. And number 2 is gonna be Before Sunset. The second one in the trilogy is my second favorite, and wow, yeah. Great, amazing movie. It perfectly continues Sunrise in such a natural and progressive way. Has one of maybe the best ending in the whole trilogy. Maybe, I don't know. Sunrises is really good too, but I don't know. I love Sunset, but not as much as number 1, Before Sunrise. This was my favorite new watch of the month, and my favorite one in the trilogy. And also one of my new favorite movies of all time. It's perfect from top to bottom. Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy give 2 of the best performances I've ever seen, where genuinely, the fact that none of them improvised. Like everything you watch is like written. Like it's not improvisation. It's incredible, and I love it. Richard Linklater, I didn't love Hitman, but man, you knocked it out of the park with these 3 movies, and especially with Before Sunrise. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and do the rewatches like I usually do. So starting with number 8, An Elf's Story. This is one of the Christmas traditions that me and my family do, which we're gonna see a lot more in December, so just wait for that. But this little short is really cute. It's enjoyable. It's nothing crazy. I can't believe that Zart is freaking Miles Morales now. Just a super enjoyable little short. Number 7 is going to be How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original Dr. Seuss classic. So again, just super enjoyable, super wholesome. It's iconic. Everybody loves it. It's great. I love it. All right, number 6, this is a hard one. I rewatched a lot of great movies this month. Number 6 is going to be Scream 2. Not as good as the original Scream, but still a very good sequel in my opinion. One of the better horror sequels, if I may. Everyone just goes off on this one. I love all the characters, the way that they progress from the first movie, especially, of course, Neve Campbell as Sidney Prescott. She's the best final girl of all time. The Killer's just obviously not as good as the first one, so that kind of tones it down. But I still, and of course that cafeteria scene, which still haunts my dreams. All right, number 5 is going to be Strangers on a Train. It's just as good as I remembered it. I watched it months ago, rewatched it, and I was like, yep, it's still amazing. There's this shot of Bruno sitting in the stands at this tennis match, and everyone is just, and then you just see Bruno just sitting there, just menacingly just staring at the camera. It is one of my favorite Hitchcock shots of all time. It's incredible. The movie just really does a great job of reeling you into this convoluted mess of a situation that is just so eerie and so good. And wow, it's incredible. I love this movie a lot. All right, number 4 is going to be The Wizard of Oz. This is just a classic. I wish I could put it up higher, but I can't because the other 3 are just so good. But I do love The Wizard of Oz. I did kind of watch it in preparation of Wicked, although I wasn't sure if I was going to see Wicked, but you got to wait till December. But Wizard of Oz, it's amazing. The Lion is one of my favorite comedic characters of all time, still to this day. Everything that dude says is just comedy gold in my ears. I love it a lot. The movie has this super fake look. Like, it doesn't do what Wicked did. Sorry, spoiler alert. It doesn't do what any typical blockbuster these days do. Like these epics. Just make the movie a CGI fest with these kind of realistic looking places that are fake. Wizard of Oz didn't do that, obviously. It's 1939, so couldn't do that. But it had like hand-drawn backdrops and gorgeous colors and dream-like sets, and it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. Why can we not have this anymore? All right, number 3 is going to be House. I did rewatch this. Talked about it in October. This is when I rewatched it and gave it a 5. This movie is incredible. It's perfect. It is one of the most bonkers movies I've ever seen. One of the most enjoyable experiences, and I want to rewatch it now. I might rewatch House tonight because it is just that much fun. Not a single decision was questioned, and that's exactly why it is perfect. Number 2 is going to be All About Eve. One of my favorite Best Picture winners. This one it is what you call a film, ladies and gentlemen. This movie is incredible. There's just so much like foreshadowing with things. If on rewatch, there's so much subtlety in the performances that like you can see from the very beginning, and it's just really incredible stuff here. Bette Davis goes off on this one. All About Eve is one of my favorites of all time. However, got beat out by my number 1 pick, which is Scream. I did rewatch Scream for Halloween this year, and every time I watch the final scene in the farmhouse is one of the best final acts of all time, especially when the murder is revealed. It's just like it is a flawless final act, and the whole first part of the movie is also incredible. I mean, the opening scene is so scary, it's so good, and it's just, man, that ending though, like it is one of those movies that just is carried so hard by that final like 45 minutes. It is perfect. It is one of probably in my top 3 favorite like final acts of all time. It is so good. The movie is scary, it's hilarious, and it's great, and I love it. All right, that's what I watched in November Ranked. Hope you guys enjoyed. Get ready for December because that's what we're doing next. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, or night, or whenever you're watching this. Make sure to like and subscribe, of course, if you want to. I'm not your dad. I can't make you do anything. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.